welcome back to Good With That podcast. Ooh.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
We have a special guest.
Hi. You are in for a very exciting episode. Today we have a special guest by the name of Courtney Hancock, who also happens to be my sister and is just the best. Do you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. I'm Courtney. I'm the older sister, which I feel is pretty obvious. I'm married. I've been married for 10 years. I have two beautiful boys.
Beautiful.
That I'm obsessed with. And I love this podcast. I am this podcast's #1 fan.
Truly,
Literally.
she helped us launch it.
Yeah.
I'm just such a fan of anyone doing things that they love, that give them joy, that you're passionate about. Like, I'm going to cheer you on no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And I love listening to it. It's just like such a great boost to my morning, and
Whoop whoop.
fun
She
little silly
literally
laughs, you know?
texted me, was it yesterday or Tuesday?
It was 2 days ago. The day
2 days
before,
ago.
I was in hell when I was on my way there.
Right.
I really want to talk about this health
I
trip.
listened in the morning, and yeah, it was great. It gave me the boost I needed to like start my day, get it going. Yesterday, yeah, I was there.
When
in
your
the
kid
depths.
has pink eye and your husband's out of town, it just...
Yeah, husband out of town. When you're used to working a lot too, like both my kids
Yeah.
are in, I mean, my oldest is in elementary school, my youngest is in daycare. So like full-time childcare. A full day at home with a sick child is just a lot.
She's a CEO.
And it hurts
She
my brain.
is a girl boss. She is... My first question, actually, is how does it feel to wake up every day being the girl boss? Us mere mortals.
Oh my, no,
wish we could
literally.
be.
No. I will debunk it for you right now. It is just all imposter syndrome. We are all faking it till we make it, whatever that means.
Yes and no, though. 'Cause you
And
just are. Like, you-
yeah,
it's
I
who
think you
are.
just kind of like, I'm very lucky. Like, I don't consider myself like a boss or like, I don't know. I don't associate with those words, but yeah, I run a very small business publication called Soul Grown that I love, and it's very fun. I'm very passionate about it, and
It's the coolest thing ever.
it's kind of, I like joke with my husband, like it's kind of like a fake job because I just get to have fun. I get to share stories. Like, it's all very, I'm not changing anyone's life.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean...
I think I'm, again, being people's biggest cheerleader, and I like to,
Yeah.
I think I'm encouraging people and shedding light on the awesome things that are happening in our state. But yeah, I'm not a doctor. I'm not doing heart surgery. I'm not.
yeah, but you change people's lives just by being in them.
Yeah, but it's like if the job went away, and I think that's something that like it's the most freeing thing is like your identity not being tied to your job.
Yeah.
Like if it went
Yeah.
away, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Which is hard.
It is
a hard
hard,
transition to
especially when you grow up in an environment where you're taught like find your purpose, find your purpose, find your purpose, and that is like commonly attached to a
work.
job.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
vocation.
Yes, your vocation, and I think it's just not the case, and I also don't think it's healthy.
I agree.
But
100%.
but yeah, I love my job. I love what I get to do. I get to meet so many amazing people. I get to highlight really, really cool things that are happening in our state, in Alabama.
Yeah. She makes Alabama look a lot cooler than what the rest of the world probably thinks that it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just kind of like
That was a really great way to put that.
pulling down some stereotypes.
Because there are really cool people in Alabama, and you just like don't
Yes.
get that from the media because people think Alabama and they think incest.
Okay.
They do. Let's be honest.
I didn't know you were going there.
Yeah, like
I
podunk,
mean,
uneducated, don't
Yeah.
wear shoes, don't have teeth. Like,
Yeah.
right.
Look
Those
at us.
people are everywhere.
We do have. We wear shoes. We have teeth. They may not be as pretty as like Hollywood teeth, but like they're on my face.
And you know, frankly, some of those people are probably the most happy people
Yeah.
on planet
That
Earth.
don't have
So
100%.
who knows? Who knows? We may all be doing it wrong. But yeah,
Yeah.
I love to get to highlight like our creative economy here and tell
Ooh,
really beautiful
the words.
stories.
We don't have these often on here.
But yeah, so when you're doing that every day and then you have a day where you're just momming, it's like a very different shift in my brain.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm obsessed with my kids. So there's no one I'd rather have taking care of them when they are homesick. But
Right.
also my husband being out of town is hard. Like I get extremely lonely and kind of depressed sometimes. And so when you're just talking to a 2-year-old all day and having to hold them down and get eye drops in their eyes because they have pink eye, like, yeah, it's just kind of
A nightmare.
not great. But you know what? Today's a new day.
I was gonna say, but then you come to go with that podcast and we just get to yap and have fun.
Yeah.
And he's back in daycare.
Yeah, he's back.
And my oldest is at camp.
Yeah.
And I'm just like a better human.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
so cute.
Oh, yeah. It's so cute.
Summer camp, oh my gosh, I had the best memories.
Yeah, it's not like an
honestly.
away camp or anything, but he does like a weekly
Yeah.
camp.
Cute.
He's
near
in a
house
camp
and-
right like every week or something. Like
Yeah.
a different one or something.
Yeah, they do a different sport every week. And I was asking him, I was like, Lincoln, what sport are y'all doing this week? He's like, I don't know. And so
just
we
show
asked,
up.
I was like, okay. Like on the website, it has like the different sports that they're doing that week. And so we asked the lady like in charge, what's the focus this week? She was like lacrosse and field hockey last night. I'm like, Lincoln, are you learning about lacrosse and field hockey? He said, I've never heard of that in my life. It's like, cool.
Lincoln is the first grandchild,
Hang on.
like on our side of the family, on both sides of
Yeah.
you and Joel.
He was the
He's
one and
just,
only
like-
for a little while.
Yeah, the one and only till he was 4.
4.
He's literally the best.
Yep.
We love him to death. He's like a little adult and is just hilarious. And
This is like the best
we-
sound.
Yeah,
No, it really is. I miss
a
it.
little ASMR.
Miss
for you.
drinking that and stuff.
Oh yeah, you got your water, girl. I don't have soda today.
Get my water.
Trying to stop drinking that. So
Yeah.
I have coffee, but in a different cup today. You can't see it. It's not cute because I had to travel. Describe yourself in 3 words,
Oh, gosh.
and then I'm gonna describe you. In
Oh
3 words.
gosh. Yes, please.
Mm.
I'm gonna see if I agree with all 3 of
Oh my
your words, and
gosh.
then I'm gonna pivot.
And then you do it. Because I want to see
I
Courtney's
don't
reaction.
know. I'm just here. That's 3 words. I'm just here. Honestly,
It's spoken.
a mess.
So mess is 1 word.
I don't know. Yeah, I think like the way I see myself, like the older I get, people talk about like the more confident you get. No, the more insecure I've gotten, the older I've gotten. I'm just being real.
She speaks truth.
So honest, I would say, is a great
I
word
think
for
I'm
you.
very honest. I like to think that I'm positive. My husband might disagree. Stylish.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like
100%.
clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
would
I don't
say-
know. I don't like that question.
Well, you don't like any of the questions I'm asking.
Oh, it's weird. I don't talk about myself often, I guess.
Well, get over it because you're literally our guest.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say instead of honest, I would say real.
Okay, real.
Yeah.
I would say you're very real. Like you're not even trying to be honest. You're just very real with your life. You're very authentic. I would say leader, whether you like it or not,
Thank you.
because I know you don't always like it, but you just naturally are.
I am, and it kind of sucks. It's like
Yeah.
it's like that you're in a group project and somehow you're always in charge.
Yeah.
I'm like, did I volunteer for this? I don't remember volunteering for this,
That's
but
100%
somehow
like
I
a
just
child.
always end up in charge.
Courtney's like, how did I get here?
No, I'm like completely physically incapable of just like
Chilling out.
like letting it be.
Yeah.
Like even at work, like that's how I ended up in the position I'm in now because I'm like always like, yeah, I can do that. Like I got that. Oh, I can make this better.
You have no chill.
Do I really not?
I think in a lot of ways, yes, but until you hit a certain point and then you're like, I have to chill. It's like it hits you hard.
Okay, I'm learning about myself here. What's the other one? What's the third one?
I wish I could figure out another word for this, but just like cool.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Like you're very
I was
cool.
Yeah, literally thinking that this morning.
You're
I'm like,
very
Courtney's just
like
freaking cool.
guys.
Yeah.
effortlessly cool.
It means a lot coming from people younger than me.
By 2 years.
Still,
Like,
but still, thanks.
well, you're welcome because I used to not that I don't want to be exactly like you now, but I used to really want to be exactly like you. I just
Aw.
have my own personality now, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Ashley's like, I'm my own person.
But most of my clothes were and still are hand-me-downs.
Okay, can I give you 3 words?
Sure.
Because I can think of those
I'll give
quick.
you 3 words.
Okay, right.
Yeah. I would say, Ashley, like the words that come to mind immediately, grounded.
Yes.
Like you have always
100%.
been, you've always known who you are. You've always stuck to your convictions. It's something I really admire about you. I would say creative. I think this podcast is an example of that, but you're also like the craftiest little bitch I know, and I love it.
Weird.
Like Christmas presents that are handmade, just things like you're so creative with your daughter. I love it. And then, wait, I had another one and now I forgot it. Grounded, creative. Ew. I would also say
Disgusting.
very authentic.
Yeah.
I think that kind of goes with grounded. Like you just know who you are and you've never been like ashamed of that, or not that you should be,
I
but
was
like
gonna say, should I be?
no, like you just, you've always been like very authentic too.
I think that's something that like is a trait in our family though, because I feel like mom and dad just like are who they are, whether they like it or not. They have no ability to not be who they are. Obviously, Parker is Parker. There's no way for him to not be who he is, which like, can be good and bad because you show like the best and worst parts of you to people. But I'm grateful for that.
Yeah.
Because I just don't ever feel pressure to be. There's been times in my life where I felt pressure to like conform into something that I'm not, but it's more so because I didn't know I wasn't that. And then I figured it out by like trying to be that, if that makes sense. And that always knocks me on my butt. So why even try, But yeah.
Okay, Matt, what are Maggie's 3?
Loyal.
I get that a lot.
Yeah. I feel like I've told you that like 3 times in this last week, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
But you just are. You're very, well, let me take back loyal. Let me say consistent.
Oh, okay.
I think you're very consistent
She took it back.
human. I mean, you're both. But if I can only pick one,
Yeah.
I'm going to say consistent. I'm going to say definitely creative as well. You're very creative. I don't know one word for this, but I think you're a big animal lover.
Yes.
Your dog,
Yes.
who I hear about
All the time.
all the time, and you take with you everywhere.
We are the annoying dog parents. Like we're annoying.
At least you know it.
That's
Yeah,
just
at least
it.
you own it.
No, I own it 100%.
Yeah.
It is, I will say it's annoying when people are that and they're not like aware
Yeah.
of it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't feel like you ever overstep with like other people with Luna. Like she's just like y'all's little child. But
Yeah.
like you're not,
I like to protect her.
like you don't push that on like it's not like you're bringing her to my house.
No.
You know what I mean? Who my husband is allergic to dogs.
Right.
So,
Well, I
that'd
did
not
bring
be good.
her to your first apartment.
That you did, and we didn't tell Steven.
We didn't tell Steven.
We didn't. But he
Sorry,
was fine.
Steven.
So
He survived.
joke's on you.
I don't know how you are with animals, but I feel like every time I see you or I'm around you, you're always so sweet, like just kind and joyful.
Yeah. You really are.
You really
That's
are.
good.
You always have a smile. You're always so sweet. You're always so kind.
Actually,
Like,
you are very positive.
yeah.
That's so funny. Jay would not say that. He would
Yeah,
say
our
the
husbands
any of our
sometimes I
husbands-
think get the worst
I was going to say.
because they're our safe space to just like
Dump.
vent.
Yeah.
Literally.
But
That is funny.
yeah, you are. You're just like you're always smiling. You're always joyful when
Yeah.
I see you.
I will say the last job I had, like the last real job I had, they were doing like the end of the year party and they were doing like how the office does the Dundies.
Have you seen yeah.
those? Okay.
Yeah.
And I got the Leslie Knope Award.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can see it.
I was like,
You're not you're not as like contrronting and like, I wouldn't say like
Yeah.
you're chipper. Like,
Yeah.
you're a chill, positive person.
chill, but yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so funny. He said Leslie Knope, and I was like, I just like
Wait, what?
compute for a second. I loved it. I was like, I don't hate that. It's just like hilarious.
You're like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
She's a great
She's awesome.
person. Now, speaking of characters, if you were in a rom-com,
Okay, gosh.
who would play you?
I mean, my obsession, my muse that I would hope could play me, Emma Roberts. Hands down.
Oh yeah, 100%. You definitely give off Emma Roberts.
Thank you.
Yes,
I love her.
1,010%.
I am obsessed with the movie Holiday.
Either
I
that-
get so excited for Christmas
I
every year
love
just to watch it. She is me. I am her.
I was gonna say that or
And-
Nicole Richie. You always.
Oh, I
remind
also
me.
love Nicole.
always
That
remind me of
Thank
her.
you. Thank
Yeah,
you. But
you're
I am
welcome.
just not that funny. Unfortunately.
You're not as goofy, but
she's
like,
hilarious.
gives
I love
some
her.
vibes.
Either one of them would
Hilarious.
be
Yeah.
like a dream. I
yeah.
love both of them.
Okay, I'm gonna say for me, Jennifer Lawrence, because you guys both said that on the live or whatever.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Jennifer Lawrence or again, a Mary Kate and Ashley situation.
Yeah.
Just feel like they would do a great job no matter what. So,
Yeah.
Icons.
yeah. Or Elizabeth Olsen because I happen to
Oh yeah, she's
semi
great
look
too.
like her, which is I don't think true, but I have
see
taken
that.
I have taken haircuts of her into the.
No, I literally see that
Place.
now.
Well, that's a huge compliment because I think she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's freaking beautiful.
What are yours?
I think Emma Stone.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten that since high school. We
Yeah.
just, like, people said that we used to have the same eyes, or people used to say we have the same eyes.
Yeah, you both have big, like, pretty eyes.
I have thin eyes.
You have thin,
Thin
but I
eyes?
feel like they're big. In
Yeah.
the
What is
sense of,
thin
like,
eyes?
Like,
squinty?
yeah, squinty.
Squinty eyes.
No,
okay.
literally- okay, my first couple months of my freshman year of high school, there were 2 middle schools that fed into that high school. So there's a whole group that we didn't know. And so many people from the other school thought I was Asian.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, my husband
gonna say
has
Joel.
squinty eyes.
Yes, that's true.
And
Wait, that's so funny.
kind of gets
Have
that
I told you
sometimes, but-
I'm a Hancock as well?
how?
Not the same Hancock.
Okay.
But I did always think it was funny because I always have noticed that Joel's eyes are thin. And that's our Hancock thing as well.
Maybe there's a connection somewhere
Correlation.
down the
Maybe
line.
we're related. Maybe we are sisters.
Do you want to ask questions?
Yes.
At all? Or we have like a list of questions and then we have some rapid fire
Okay, fun.
and then some other things. So yeah, we're basically, obviously, if you can't tell, we're just chatting. We're getting to know my sister. We're getting to know our lives and whatnot. And then we'll play a game and it'll be fun.
Okay.
Great.
So I want to do the sibling dynamic.
Oh gosh. I feel like we're gonna have completely different answers. I'm just realizing
can't
the
wait.
older I get, the more like my perception of myself has been so off. The way I see myself is like not the way other people do, and so I'm just learning
But I think
like
that's everybody.
to receive from others.
Yeah.
I
what
don't
they
think-
think about me.
I think that's a good, like, that's from everybody.
Yeah, we're gonna have different perspectives. Let's see.
Yeah.
As we have a different perspective about what you're literally saying right
No,
now.
legitimately. Okay.
yeah.
What's one of your earliest or funniest memories with each other?
With each other.
Pushing you off the trampoline.
Okay, that's funny. Not early though. That we
Right,
were
but
like
it's one of the
teenagers.
funniest.
Yeah, that was funny.
She's like, my first memory is at 15.
Pushing me off a trampoline. I held onto the net by my feet,
By your
hanging
foot.
upside down,
Yeah, it was a netted trampoline.
Stop.
I don't know if we were fighting or if we were just like
goofing around.
we were kind of aggressive. As sisters, I would say we fought like verbally, but we also kind of fought physically.
Yes, things were thrown.
I feel like that's like
It
all
happened.
sisters. You just
Yeah.
like go ham
Yeah.
on each other.
Earliest memory? Yours would, I mean, obviously you probably remember earlier than I did.
the most random memories are coming to my head right now. Gosh, being on the spot. Like I have none apparently.
I don't know
know,
if this
right?
is a memory or I've just heard the story so many times that like I've visualized it in my head. But when I think we lived in Kansas or something on base and you ran away, we had a babysitter.
I did do that.
We had a babysitter and
Yeah.
I
my
told Courtney we were playing
ran
in the
away.
backyard and I told her that I hated her. So she ran and
Ran away.
She ran and hid. There was like a
I went and hid in a ditch.
yeah. Let's preface with we lived on a military base, so you really weren't running.
Can
that
only go
far.
so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't running that far, but there was like a ditch area that like on our walk to school you would always pass and whatnot. And she went and she hid there, and I don't know if mom and dad got home and were like,
No, I came home and I begged the babysitter, like, please do not tell my parents.
gosh.
And she was like, okay, like, I won't. No, she did.
yeah, of
She sold
course.
me out. Which, like, now as a parent, I'm like, yeah, you freaking better
Yeah.
tell me everything. Yeah,
But
that
I
was
like have a visual
rough.
in my brain of the babysitter coming out being like, did you tell your sister you hated her? And like, you
To be
ran away?
honest,
And
I didn't remember that's why I ran
literally-
away.
Oh yeah. And I like have a visual in my brain of me being like, that's so stupid.
I've always been sensitive, I guess. That's the same house. I ran up the stairs and busted it, and I bit a hole straight through my tongue. Yes, bit like a chunk off the side of my tongue.
Wait, I don't know.
It was brutal.
Oh my gosh.
Earliest childhood memories with you. Gosh.
Apparently a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
violence.
I mean, I remember I remember before we ever had our own rooms. Like, I remember in Madison, Alabama, when we lived there, like the first time dad was stationed there, I remember sharing a room and sharing a bed with you, like sleepovers all the time.
That's so cute.
Like I have no memory of that.
I know. Like, I always remember
I was, like,
that.
3, I think.
I have so many memories at Longboat Key, like
Oh,
just
yeah.
growing up. Where we went to the beach, always growing up, there wasn't like a lot of other kids. It was kind
Mm-hmm.
of like a snowbird town, so people would leave in the summer. And
So we had each other.
so we had each other, and it was really sweet and really fun, and I loved that.
Yeah. You're my best friend and sometimes my worst enemy, but no, I'm kidding. Growing up, I would say, you know, when you fight with your sister. But then like this, I saw a video that was like, I think I sent it to you.
Well, we were very different too.
Yeah. But I don't think I knew that. Like I didn't know who I mean, you say like I've always been grounded, but like it's natural when you have an older sibling, especially the same, like you're my sister. Mm-hmm. It's natural to like kind of want to, be that person, be very similar. But I didn't know I wasn't like that. I didn't realize how weird I was. And like, Molly really brought that side out of me, which is great.
You were like very into Broadway.
Yeah. It wasn't until 8th grade I was like,
You say that
I'm
like
not
it's a
going to
bad
be.
Yeah, to this day, like you will not catch me watching a musical unless it's Moana.
Oh, I'm like, Courtney would have made fun of me if we weren't like, well, you probably did make fun of me, but like if
I
we
remember
weren't
making fun of you,
siblings-
but I was definitely like not a nice kid, like a little bit of a bully.
I think we both kind of were.
But
I could see that.
you were like much more of the rule follower. I was not.
Also, I think normal, oldest child.
Yeah, but lots of good memories. Okay, did you remember that Parisian fashion show?
Yes.
Okay, that is like one of my core childhood memories.
She was in a fashion show. Do you remember the store?
Oh, yeah.
Did you walk in it too?
I don't think so. I think it was just you.
It was just me. Oh,
I think it was just you, but we like.
in my mind, you were there.
I was there, but I don't.
Yeah, just like at Parisians, they're like, "Do you want to walk in this fashion show in the middle of the mall?"
Yeah.
and I was like
a runway, like a full thing.
and you get to pick out whatever you want to wear for free.
Yeah.
That was one
Did
thing
you
that our
get to keep
parents,
it?
yeah,
She
our
was
parents
such a fashion
did
girl.
really well, like letting us wear whatever we wanted. Like my kid comes out of his room sometimes in clothes that I'm like, oh my gosh. But I'm like, you know what? My parents let me express myself, let me wear whatever I wanted, and like
Yeah.
that is a core childhood
That's
memory of like a time where I just felt so affirmed to be myself.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, in my head, you were a part of that.
I might have been. I don't remember like walking in it or anything. I feel like I would have been way too scared
Yeah.
because I was the person that like
You were there.
got nervy poops and like anxiety about things. So
That's where we're the same.
yeah,
And
She
that's
gets it.
where I'm not. I don't talk about that.
you don't.
To this day, 10 years married, like if I have to use the restroom, I will ask my husband to leave the vicinity of the household.
I,
Like
I
go
could
to
never
another
understand
area of
that.
the home.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're different.
I know.
There was a question. I don't think I added it on here, but it was like, what's the most like iconic style era of like your life that I remember, and I immediately your I think it was maybe your senior portraits or something.
Yep.
And you had a headband.
I
like
made
thick
a flower
headband
crown.
that was like around her head.
Yeah,
And
I
just
made it.
that is like seared into my brain.
Yeah.
With like a bright orange.
Yes.
I wish that I still
outfit.
had the confidence I had as a senior in high school.
Yeah.
Like, I would wear skinny jeans tucked into my sandals, like into like the strap right there. I would tuck my skinny jeans in. Oh, and I remember reading a magazine and seeing Vanessa Hudgens do it after I did it.
You said I started it.
I mean, it's not like she saw me do that, but I was like,
But maybe.
I am on the cusp of fashion trends.
You have really always
honestly,
been like very genuinely. You've always been like, I don't know, like fashion forward. Is that the right word? Like,
I don't know, maybe, but yeah, I just remember being like, I did something that other people are doing.
Like even
And I
your
didn't even know it. I
necklaces
loved
today
it.
And everything. Like you're just very like.
And wearing those,
put a good outfit
like that
together.
was kind of when like the jelly shoes were like kind of cool.
yeah.
And I was like very much in my indie girl, like listening to Regina Spektor era.
Oh my gosh,
And
yes.
oh gosh, that girl was really cool.
Regina Spektor.
No, Courtney
Oh.
at 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you still are.
Thank
but-
you. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think all teenagers are probably way cooler than us 30-year-olds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a fun.
Honestly,
time.
false. I'm cooler now. If we're being real, I was a weirdo. Like a weirdo.
Yeah, you liked musicals.
I
and
like
Broadway.
musicals. No, I still like musicals, but I would go around. I literally, me and Molly. Do you know who Miranda Sings is?
Yeah, duh.
Yeah. Do you remember? Way too old to do this, but I was 19. Me and Molly went and saw her comedy show, dressed up as her.
Yeah, I remember
And
this.
went and like ate at a restaurant before. Like I had full on
the lipstick.
the lipstick, everything.
You know she's like canceled now.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So
Probably a good thing.
yeah.
And I would walk around going like doing her voice.
I would pay
and
money to
everything.
see
Oh my gosh.
any footage of this.
I posted on Instagram
Ever.
too. I will say I did have the confidence nobody should have given me. But I had it. Both of us, me and Molly did. But yeah, it's probably still on Instagram. I don't think I've taken it down. You'd have to go.
I'm gonna go
Scroll all the
Down
way
the
back.
line,
We
though.
will.
Yeah.
We will.
Okay. Y'all kind of answered this, so I'm gonna combine these two questions. How would you describe your relationship growing up, and then how has your relationship changed as adults?
I think growing up, like I don't know. I mean, I think now we are like equals and best friends.
Yeah.
Like I would tell you anything. Like I will come to you for advice. Like it's just like a more meaningful adult relationship. I think growing up, like I had just so many of I don't know, I was just kind of in my own world. I think I was probably really selfish and like too obsessed with my own life and my own feeling misunderstood to
What's the email that
invest.
night on
Yeah, literally, I was straight up.
for
Yes.
you?
Death Cab for
Yeah.
Cutie, listening to like Death Cab was like such an awakening for me as a teenager because I was like,
Honestly.
I haven't seen it. But
I don't know. I think you had your moments of like definitely being in your own world and me just like kind of wanting to tag along. But I don't think you give yourself enough credit of like you were my big sister and you were my best friend. And
Well,
like
good.
we had those moments of blasting. Do you remember the dance we made to Taylor Swift? The Taylor Swift,
no,
the Our Song is a Slam and Scream Door.
no, I wish I did.
That's a core memory.
I don't
for
have a
me.
ton of childhood
Oh my
memories. Like I
gosh.
think there's some people who are like that where like you just can't remember about your childhood, unfortunately. And
Yeah.
yeah.
That's called trauma.
Yeah.
Ashley and Courtney both don't have any memories.
I remember this is not that deep of a podcast, but I remember being told like, you know, don't talk to your sister anymore. She's a bad influence. But
Me? I was
no,
a bad
vice
influence?
versa. Like you were told not
You
to
were
talk
told
to
that?
me because I was a bad influence. Which like I was, but still.
This is giving
You-
like
I think it
what's that movie?
Yeah.
created a sense of just like
We don't need to go into our trauma.
no, we don't need to go
gosh.
into that, but I think it like defines
Frozen.
Oh yeah, no, literally. That was like one.
That's a
time,
really
though.
sweet way
I was
of
like, you want to build a snowman?
that's a really sweet way of
One
portraying
time
it.
when you had
Yeah.
to sleep in the hallway or something, and I like slept at the door. I laid on the ground of my room and mom came upstairs and was like, get in your bed.
Yeah. So anyway,
They're great parents. We love them. We grow. It's all good.
yeah.
We all grow.
Yeah,
We all
I was
go through things. But
probably a very difficult child to
you really
parent.
No, I think you're great.
But
yeah, I would say.
yeah, I think you were my little sister, and I was like really consumed with my own life and my own world. But I still like loved you and loved having fun with you. But I think now there's just like such a deeper connection, especially being both moms.
Yeah. You never made me feel like not important to you though. Like,
you've always been important to me.
Yeah, like obviously there were times where it was like I was obviously your little sister, and like you were gonna hang out with your friends, you weren't gonna tell me things, whatever. And like I was different than you, so I wasn't,
I wasn't like into Broadway.
Like I wasn't cool, so there was only so much
you
we
were
could
definitely
connect
cooler.
on.
You were definitely cooler than me, but I don't know. I think too when we like, I feel like there was another phase of like being really good, like sisters when we both went to private school where like we were in school together, like it wasn't
only 2
separate.
years.
It was only a couple years, but I feel like that was also like a really good season of sisterhood.
I always loved going to school, like loved going to the school that you went to and getting to like meet teachers and friends and stuff because I was like, I'm Courtney's sister.
Aww,
like, even that at Highlands College, I was like, people know me. I'm Courtney's sister. I'm like,
oh yeah, I loved that.
Yeah.
Like you being in Hounds College, I loved that.
it just made me like, it made me immediately always feel like I had a place where I belonged.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I remember
sweet.
when you started, I like was obviously I knew who you were. But I remember when you came in, I was like, oh, Courtney's sister. And I'm immediately intimidated by her because she's Courtney's sister. No, literally.
And yet I am a foot shorter than you. And I'm just like, hi, Maggie. like,
No, but I was like, oh, she's cool because Courtney's cool. I'm scared.
I will say, I think probably me more than you. You smile more than I do, probably. That sounds bad, but like, I think I give off RBF.
Oh,
A lot.
we have
to
the
people.
biggest
Don't we all?
RBF.
Don't we all?
Don't we all? Because I literally have been told that by like people that I was friends with in middle school. They were like, I thought you were like, you hated me or something.
That is one of the first things that Annabeth told me when we got to be really good friends because we were roommates. I almost said we were sisters.
Because basically,
Honestly, she was like, yeah, I was really scared of you. You just like, you have the biggest RBF. And I was like, okay.
like that, you're cool. Like you worked at the coffee shop.
I worked
Like,
at
oh my
Highlands
gosh.
Cafe.
That was cool. Though.
Literally gave away way too much free coffee.
To me.
Sorry, this is no.
Oh,
to
Joel called me.
everybody.
What's something about each other that drives you crazy, but you secretly love that you tell me what to do?
Oh,
Yeah.
so I'll just tell you what to do more often then.
I'm like,
I really am hesitant to
I
give advice
don't.
because I have no place to be giving advice.
but
But
you do because you literally have been through a lot and then like have come out the other side. So you like are actually
Yeah.
a great person to do that for. And also you're like the person I trust most in this world. So
Aw.
Yeah, it's
sorry,
kind of like a
Steven.
heed my warning kind of thing.
yeah, a little
That's
bit.
what I like to do with my cousins, my little cousins.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, your big cousin was stupid, so don't do this.
Don't do this. Listen to your elders. Listen
Yeah.
to your parents.
It's literally that like that video that's like, tell me what to do, but like don't tell me what to do. But like when I want to be told what to do, tell me what to do. That applies only to Courtney. Everybody else, I'm like, don't tell me what to do.
Yeah. I love your. Wait, what was the question? Because I know what I want to
What-
say, but
What is something about each other that drives you crazy?
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
You secretly love.
drives me crazy, but I secretly love is your crunchiness.
Oh my gosh! I'm holding that against
Yes.
you anytime
Like,
you say anything now.
Don't put that on me.
No.
I will not be doing bread making crafts or natural medicines, but I feel like I've seen you come alive as a mom in that way, and the effort that you put in, like to like make food. I don't know, like not just cook, but like
Literally,
I don't know,
make bread.
like literally make bread
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
Well,
I'm
I've
like,
stopped doing that sometimes. So.
but you do a lot of just like hands-on, like Margot's little
Yeah.
road trip binder you made her, like.
Type A.
It drives me crazy because like you'll be like, Margot's just not feeling good today. She has a fever. I'm like, give her Tylenol. And then it's like, you won't.
I do if it's a certain point.
It's like, well, I'm going to give her the natural version. I'm like, okay.
I'm scrunchy. I'm
Yeah,
in
so
the
it drives me
middle.
crazy, but I actually do love that about you.
Well, thanks.
That's so cute.
Aw. Yeah, I'm scrunchy. I have friends that are much more crunchy than I am.
Yeah.
Oh, they would judge me so hard.
There's no judgment here. There's only
I mean, there's
like,
a little bit. I'm
There's
just kidding.
maybe a little.
It is
bit.
what it is. I've accepted at this point. I tried to do the young living thing. I tried to do the natural thing. Like
Yeah.
nothing ever sticks. I have zero health problems, and I've eaten
I was gonna say,
processed food
you're
my whole
yeah,
life.
much
so-
healthier than I
That's
am.
the thing. Like, when you do go through a health thing, I think that's what
Yeah.
it rewires your brain of like, okay, what is going in my body?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
like before I went through health stuff, I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care if it's fake as long
Yeah.
as it's like keeping me fit.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, when you have no bodily like problems, I'm like, it's really easy to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, that's what has forced me down this world. And also, I just am somebody that likes to make things with my hands. So like, physically, like from start to finish doing that, I feel very.
No, yeah.
I'm not career driven. I'm not a girl boss. Like
You
like
want to know
you
how I
are.
learned I wasn't
So.
career driven?
By not having
I
a
was your
job.
intern. Which
But
she doesn't remember.
disclaimer, yeah, I barely remember. And also was about to have a baby. So you
to have a
weren't my
baby.
intern for long.
No, that's true.
You became someone else's intern.
Yeah, and that's when I was
so
like,
funny.
I gotta go.
This
Courtney's not
isn't
here
for
anymore.
me.
Not meant for 9 to
Really,
5.
I realized I was your intern because I liked you, and then you would give me stuff to do, and I would do it, but I would be like, "Wow, this is a lot." But it was literally like, "Hey, write this letter that looks like it's from Pastor Mark to like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
general public."
It's like
that was
something
like 5
that if you were
sentences,
given,
and I was like,
now, you'd be like, oh yeah, ChatGPT 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Like,
"No, literally."
But then it just seemed like a lot.
Yeah,
You
I remember
know?
one time, I forgot his name, but he had me write like 15 emails to
Keith?
send out. No,
Somebody else.
it was somebody else. It was Perry.
Aw.
I love him. Is he still?
Mr. Perry, he
Yeah.
retired.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his daughter is one of our writers for Soul Grown. She's like one of the
Wait, that's
best.
so
Yeah, she's
cool.
amazing.
But anyway, yeah, it was while you were gone. Oh,
Ooh.
I gotta take my blood pressure soon. But anyway, yeah, I was like, I don't think this
Crazy.
is for me. I think I was just here to hang out with Courtney. To be
Yeah.
completely honest.
Oh, I love that. I wish I could have interns who just wanted to hang out with me,
and
keep
then
me
you could pay them
company.
for it. That's our goal here.
No, literally.
Yeah, that'd be
That's
great.
what this podcast is.
Yeah. I've always been career driven, but I mean, I definitely have my moments, and I definitely have like grown in how hard to like push the pedal. Like it's okay to just
Yeah.
be content, and like
Yeah, I think you have
success
really-
doesn't have to be defined as like
Your
the
position
craziest
or-
amount
yeah.
of success. Like it's okay to just settle with like, oh, this amount of income like provides me a good life. This,
Yeah.
is an enjoyable job. I get
Yeah.
to make a difference. Okay. Like I'm good with that.
I feel like I grew up with the idea of being content as like a bad thing, as like negative. But I think there is a level of being content as being at peace and like
Yeah.
being okay with not just being okay, but like finding the joy with the small things, regardless of what you have or where you are.
Yeah.
Now, like I think people that are driven career or whatever, like again, you're a leader, and that's like such a beautiful trait, and it comes out through your job. It comes out through everywhere.
Yeah. Everything is a season though. There's some
Yeah.
seasons where it's like it's good to be growing. It's good to be driven. And then there's sometimes where it's like I am content.
It's
I'm
really
good.
needed to be.
Like I've worked on myself enough.
Yeah.
For the
like you're good.
moment.
You're
Like,
good. No, I
I'm
feel like
good.
I'm in the opposite season where it's like, okay, God is really being like, you're too content. We need you to grow a little bit. We need you to
Yeah.
like, take a step. I like run the other direction.
Well, I think and I think I've had like a lot of contentness and just like chill life the past couple years. So I'm kind of like feeling antsy to like do more. But
Which is wild to me because I'm like, I would not be alive if I had your schedule. Like
not do more like for my schedule,
you-
but just like, I don't know, dream again in
Yeah.
a way.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
But you're just like such a go-getter. And I'm like clawing at your feet. Like, how do I keep up?
Don't keep up.
I really am not trying to, but
Yeah.
I'm like, it's very impressive to me.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks.
Now
I give
my cortisol
myself
levels are at the bottom.
I give myself rot days too. Like I've got to have those.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
amount of rot days you have versus me, I'm like, I probably have 3 times as more.
I want to ask this. What's
Okay.
the weirdest thing the two of you used to fight about? Like, was there ever like a constant like? That could also be a marriage question, which is so funny.
Sisters are a lot like husbands and wives. Siblings.
Weirdest thing we used to fight about? I don't know. Don't take my fucking clothes.
I was gonna say, I don't know about weird,
Yeah.
but I took her clothes all the time.
all the time. Just give them back. Or ask.
Actually, there was also a core memory. I was probably 15 or 16 at this point, but when we were in a fight and I mocked her.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we had like a shared bathroom, but it
Like
was
a Jack and Jill.
a
Oh,
Jack
yeah.
and Jill, but then the bathroom, like the bathtub and the toilet were in like a separate, like it had a door.
Yeah.
I mocked her and I went in there and closed the door, and all of a sudden she barges in, comes out, pulls me out, throws me on the bed. and is
Yeah.
like, don't mock me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't like to be mocked,
And
and
let
I
me
don't
just
like a
say-
finger in my face.
No.
Those things will absolutely
Yeah.
send me into another dimension
Let
of
me
rage.
just say, I feel like I was the more like physical, like
Yes,
You
definitely.
were-
You were also stronger than me. Always have been.
I played basketball. So like
Well, I was a
little-
cheerleader.
I was a little butchier, but like
And I played basketball too.
not in high school.
For like a year at Whitesburg, yes.
That's true. Yeah. I don't identify you with basketball, probably because I'm like, that's my thing. So
Yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't my thing as much as it was your
like,
thing.
let me have something.
Yes.
But that time I was like, oh, she could beat my butt. She could really beat me up.
Yeah,
She
and
tried.
that rage and teenage hormones probably just,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know about weird, but like specific, don't mock her.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know why that bothers me so much. Probably need to
It
go
kind of
back.
bothers me too.
Probably need to go back to therapy for it.
I think it bothers me too, but
I came up with good with that
Give
and
some good
not
with
good
that.
with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give
But
us some.
I didn't know what to expect, so
give us some
I just
good
wanted
with
to
that,
come
some not
prepared
good with that. Says I'm
Okay, I have some like silly ones, some not so silly, more serious, I guess. Good with that. I am good with not dressing my age. I think that one, dress however you want, but like there's a good like 10 years below your age and 10 years above your age that is an acceptable range of however you want to dress. Like I know other women my age, like some of them know, but some of them, like I know I dress like probably a teenager to them, but I don't care. And I think I'm good with not dressing my age.
and that's why she's cool.
Yeah.
I try to strike a balance, but
No, I feel like you do that in a very classy way.
I'm good with that cussing. Good with that. Oh, taking a break from therapy. Sometimes we need a break from therapy.
Slay.
And I think
Snaps.
like I used to be very committed to therapy every single week. And there's just things in my life that I felt like it doesn't like no amount, like 10 years of therapy could not heal. Like the Lord had to do that.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes taking a break from therapy, taking a break from therapy just kind of forces you into like, okay, God, like I need you to heal these deep things inside of me.
Right.
I will go continue to walk them out and learn how to do that through therapy or small groups or whatever it is. But good with taking a break from therapy. Controversial.
Yay.
Good with that. ASMR. I am a
Yes.
freak. I am a freak and I love ASMR.
Who's not good with ASMR?
Don't
Me.
make fun of me.
I don't, it like creeps me out. It's
Oh my
not-
gosh, no. Like
love
give me a
it.
facial, put makeup on me,
Yeah.
brush my hair.
Oh,
Like-
I thought you were talking about noises.
No, I am.
Yeah.
Like
And do
videos
that.
where they like role play, like pretending to do
Ugh.
your hair
No, it,
and
like,
like
makes me cringe.
pretending to like put makeup on you. I love it. I
like
can
the
fall
whisper
asleep to
ones.
that all the time.
The whisper ones, that is what is gonna send me
So when you were editing the video that I did it in, was it you were cringing?
a little bit, but I knew
I
it
love
was-
it. I
knew
don't
it was
care. Judge me
clickbaiting.
all you want, people.
Oh,
but
I'm not.
Nobody's judging you
I don't
here.
judge.
I think people
just
think it's
can't
weird, but
stand it.
I'm judging you a little bit
It's-
on the clothes thing. 'Cause
it's
I'm like,
satisfying.
I do think there's a point with So like I'm 30 and I have a mom pooch. I don't need to wear a crop top. You know what I mean?
But like if you want to, you can.
But like when you look the way you do, that's easy to say. You know what I mean?
Like I said, there's a 10-year range. 10-year below, 10-year above.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't like seeing grown men dress like they're 14-year-old boys.
Yeah.
Like baggy
Yeah.
jeans and graphic tees and like a really teenagery way.
Yeah.
Like at least elevate it so that you're within that 10-year range.
Yeah.
Like if you're 40, dressing like you're 30 is fine. Dressing like you're 15 is not.
Is not. Yeah.
But also like dressing younger than you are is like kind of for the girls.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah.
Like just saying, you know?
Yep. I agree.
Okay, things I'm not good with. This one you're gonna hate this one. I am not good with a panty line.
Oh my God, we were talking about that.
Ashley is
We
so
were
good
talking
with a
about that.
panty line, and it pisses me
Well,
off.
me and Nicolette were talking about it because
I'll
this
never,
is probably TMI
never.
for mom, close your ears if you don't want to hear this. But we're talking about thongs.
Oh.
And
oh,
me
you not
and
like
Nicolette hate. I hate them. I do not understand people that like thongs. Could never a day in my life. You probably will see my panty line
Wow.
on this
No,
podcast.
I would literally rather free bleed on my period than have a
Ew.
panty line.
I'm with Courtney. Like,
I'm not having
I
one.
have to have a thong on.
Absolutely freaking not. Give me a panty line all day over a thong.
So funny.
Or just nothing.
I do wear granny panties to bed.
Yeah, to bed I
Yeah.
feel like it's different. You
Yeah.
gotta have like
I can't-
some support.
I
You
can't
can't just be
have-
like out.
No. How do you have a string up your butt all day and like
I don't even feel it.
You don't
That's
feel
how
it.
don't know how you do that?
You get used to
You
it.
just get used to it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, my other ones are more serious. Good with that. Shutting up. Like I talk way too much. Sometimes I just need to shut up.
didn't we
And
say
I think sometimes people need to be told to shut up. I'm good
Honestly.
with that.
Not sharing your opinion.
Not good with that. It's not your. I'm not good with people in their relationships to their spouses, like relying on them for their happiness.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
like it is not your spouse's responsibility to make you happy. The best thing that Joel and I can ever offer each other is just like to be independently fulfilled in our relationships with the Lord and assured in ourselves. And it's like the best thing we bring to our marriage. Not good with trying to change your spouse. But I am good with allowing them to grow and like become who they need to be. Like I think when you get married, you kind of commit to not just marrying that person, but like the person that they're also going to be in 10 years.
Yeah.
And you got to commit to like go with them on that journey.
Right,
Yeah. Just like you would with
the
a friend.
evolution of that. Yeah. So
Slay.
those were the ones I thought of on the way
Love that.
here
Love
in the car.
that.
Love that. Slay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to do the rapid fire
Yeah.
and then we can do the game,
Yeah.
which will be fun.
Let's do it. Okay. Do you want me to do the rapid fire?
We can all say these.
Okay.
If we want.
All right, I'll go. Pancakes or waffles?
I'm pancakes.
I'm pancakes.
I think pancakes too.
I can't stand waffles. Like the
I don't mind
texture.
Yeah, I don't mind a waffle actually if it's kind of softer,
yeah,
which also
I
makes
agree.
me think pancake.
Yeah.
I like them crunchier. Waffles.
I don't know. I love like chicken and waffles, but I need to be able to like wrap it.
Chicken and waffles.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't eat bread, so
Oh,
I've
that's
never
true.
got it.
Okay. Most likely to get lost with GPS on.
Like most likely of the three of us.
No, of me and you, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, both of us.
No, for sure you. 100%.
You don't think you would too?
Or if the GPS is on,
Yeah, just like miss an exit or something and be like, oh, frick.
that is your
Yeah,
vice.
I'll
That's
say
your vice.
I'm
not
very
mine.
type B. You're
Yeah.
you're not really like type A, but you're closer to it maybe than I am.
I'm type A in what I choose to be type A in.
What are you?
Type.
She is type B.
I don't say.
Period.
I'm so type B that I like people say I'm type A, and I'm like, okay.
She's the definition of type B.
Yeah. I'm like,
I'm type C.
yeah.
Period.
Love that.
I agree. Okay. First to
Who?
cry at a movie,
Me.
Oh, me.
I would say me.
Oh, I think we're just all girls over here.
When we were sitting there watching,
I'm a cry baby.
I can the What's the movie that we watched at your house that I cried? I don't know.
Oh, The Shack.
When we were sitting there watching The Shack, you had not a tear in your eye, and I'm over here.
Are you sure? I feel like I wept at that movie.
Oh, maybe I just couldn't see your tears. I don't know.
Maybe it took longer, but
The whole freaking.
it also
watched it.
depends on the time of the
Yeah.
month. But yeah, I mean,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that's
pretty
true.
quick to cry at a movie for sure.
I guess both. of us.
Okay, this is funny. Most likely to start a fight.
Me.
Ashley.
Yeah, me. Again,
Still to this day.
for sure.
Ashley's just more like intense with her opinions and
More feisty.
more
maybe?
feisty. Yeah.
Okay.
You think I'm more intense with my opinions?
I think I would agree with that.
Really?
Not in a bad way. You're just very like
I'm
You're
not saying
very
it about her.
grounded
Yeah.
in your opinions.
those are your convictions.
yeah. Like you are
100%.
immovable.
I feel like when I hear that, I think aggressive because I think the way we were taught growing up to like express ourselves was kind of aggressive. And I don't feel aggressive when I talk. Like I actually feel like I try to run the opposite way from that. But I guess not. The more you learn. And I feel like you and Parker are aggressive.
Steven probably feels very validated right now.
No,
Oh my
he probably
God.
does. But I feel like if it's like me, you, and Parker in a room, who's our younger brother.
I feel like you are thinking about 3 to 4 years ago. I feel like I have chilled way out over the past couple years. I don't even speak. Like, I don't even, like, if there's an opinion to be had,
Do you think that?
I'm like,
know,
I'm
not
not
around.
even, I don't even, like, in the hot tub at the beach this past May when we were all there. Like,
Yeah.
What happened in the hot tub?
I don't know. They were
No.
like arguing about some kind of something, some political opinion, some moral opinion. I don't know. And me and Joel are just like, we are literally just here to vibe. Like, we all, why are we talking about this?
I
Like,
feel like the conversation was more between y'all than it was
I did
me.
not speak. No. Because I remember Joel and I looking at each other and being like, I just want to listen to good music.
Oh,
That's
well,
funny.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Parker's aggressive with the way he talks.
I don't, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say aggressive. Like our brother, he's just like similar to you in that he's really grounded in his opinions. He's a little bit more like, I want to debate and discuss this. Whereas like, you're not going to be the first one to be like, I want to debate and discuss this. You're just like, no, this is what I believe. This
Yeah.
is what I think.
It's like this is not up for discussion, but this is what I believe.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
And I'm kind of just like,
I have to digest this.
I'm kind of like, this is what I think, but I could totally be wrong. Like, just let me,
Yeah.
you know,
You don't get
I don't
me.
know.
That's
you don't
me.
give that off.
This
to
is what I'm
me
going to
at
say,
all.
but like, this isn't this. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I literally feel the complete opposite when it comes to our relationship.
Yeah, maybe I just feel more freedom to be more like,
Yeah, y'all are just way more comfortable with each other.
I mean, probably that's how sisters
That's
are.
funny because that's when I've like been editing the episodes, going back and editing them, especially the ones where we had our opinions, the hot takes or whatever. You were saying yours, and I would be like, oh yeah, but I was saying something before that was like the opposite, but I would just
like
really
agree. I know.
I was like, oh yeah, you're
Like
right.
we're
you're
just
right.
we're just here to like keep the peace and be agreeable, and like I'm like I've had just too much drama, and I'm good. I'd rather just keep the peace these days.
Yeah,
So you would not say I'm agreeable.
I would, not being your sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel maybe I am literally a different human when I'm around my friends versus my family.
Potentially, we probably all are. I
mean-
think like when you're
I
around
mean,
your
Steven
family, you
would
kind
say
of revert back
definitely
to like
a little bit. I
yeah.
feel like I've grown in like being more who I am and just like want to be
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
family. But yeah, definitely brings out a different side of me. For sure.
for sure.
Which like I'm not saying being grounded and like being strong in your opinions is a bad thing at all.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything
I just
in
wanna be
this
soft with it.
world that like I think anyone could change my mind about anything. Like
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't
I'm
feel like
pretty like not anyone necessarily. Like I have my foundational like core beliefs as a Christian, but at the same time, like I'm so open, and I think my husband has really taught me this. Like I'm so open to hearing how someone else like reads the Bible or what their relationship with God looks like, and how like
Yeah.
oh okay, like I don't have it all figured out. I don't know
You are
what's right
definitely
and wrong.
more like, yeah, you're more receptive, I would say, to like things.
But like, yeah, there's also certain things I'm more
sure.
opinionated about because like I've made mistakes. and not going to make those mistakes again.
Okay, last rapid fire. Most likely to move to a different country and not tell anyone?
I wrote this question down because I already know.
I would say Courtney.
For sure.
Yeah. Especially in my luteal phase.
Oh, yeah.
Which you hate that I talk about.
Literally, I wrote this question down because I was like, this is something I could visually see happening.
No, literally every single month, I look at my husband and I'm like, ugh. Like, I
Should we move to
literally just, yeah.
Oh my
like, can we
gosh.
please quit our entire life and move
Yeah.
to Mexico?
Yeah.
Yep.
And one day, I'm not going to lie, I could see you doing it.
I hope it happens one day.
Yeah.
It's just like the job thing. Like, we have to make money.
Right.
And we both have really great jobs that we actually
do.
love.
Yeah.
So it's like, realistically, you think through it and you're like, yeah, I don't know that I want to give that up. But yeah, for sure,
But
once
one
a
day-
month, I'm like, I am changing my name, leaving this country,
Yeah.
and never speaking to anyone again.
Yeah. Again, I could fully see it.
Yeah.
Which is why I wrote the question.
Yeah.
I was
How do
like,
you feel about that? Would you ever just up and leave, or do you ever want to? Or are you pretty like,
I don't know. I feel like I've talked about this every episode, so I feel like this is annoying. But ever since getting off social media, I feel like I'm kind of doing that. Not really, obviously, but I'm just like,
you're off
you're
the grid
disappearing in a
more.
way?
Yeah, I
Ooh, I
like-
need to do that.
no, I like disappearing. I like not knowing what's going on. I like finding out in person.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah.
I have been inspired by that because I always make it the excuse of like social media is such a big part of my job.
Yeah.
And it is, but at the end of the day, like there's other ways to like, I have a team, like you can look on the internet. Like
yeah.
I don't have to be on my phone.
Go on your computer.
Personal
like
social
you do
media.
now.
Like I
Yeah.
can get off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did like a year off social media.
I remember that, and I like. I remember the year that you did that. I was like, oh my god.
Yes, I
that's
was
iconic.
like that. It was like a
She's
huge
an icon.
undertaking.
Honestly, another word for you.
Yeah, that's
really
so
are an
true.
icon.
And you did that like, wasn't that like 9 or 10 years ago?
It was
you did
probably
that?
2018 or 2019 because I think I had just had Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or was it before I had Lincoln?
No, I feel like it
No,
was before.
you had Lincoln. No, I think you had Lincoln.
I think it might have been before because then after I had Lincoln, I was back on it for a little bit, and then I made the dumb impulsive decision to fully not deactivate but delete my Instagram.
Yeah.
Because I was off of it for a year. It was amazing. I got back on it. And I was like, I hate this. What am I doing? So literally one day I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm like, F this. Delete permanently.
Bye.
Yeah. And now I'm like,
You wish you had those photos. I did that to my original Facebook.
Yeah.
I wish I wouldn't have.
don't ever permanently delete unless, I don't know. And then, yeah. Ugh. Yeah, that's brutal.
That is
Yeah.
brutal.
So I had to restart, which was fine.
Do you need to take your blood pressure?
Yeah, I can do it when we're done.
Are you
Yeah.
sure? Okay.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay. And then the last question I have is, be honest, would you rather do a second podcast episode or a karaoke together in front of a live audience?
Oh, a live audience? Probably a podcast episode just to like talk, but I can rap Eminem's Not Afraid.
You actually-
so I'd be
yeah.
happy
Or Nicki
to
Minaj.
do
Wow.
karaoke if I could. I could
That's
show off my one like fun hidden talent.
That's like a good hidden talent for you,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
I did it one time, like I'm sober now, but I was like extremely drunk and I did it. And I remember completely not being able to say the words, completely just slurring everything together. And I was like, that was a moment for me where I was like, this has gotten out of hand.
You're like,
I cannot even rap.
I can't say the words to Eminem.
I cannot rap Eminem's
done.
Not Afraid. I've gone too far. I've taken this
Honestly,
too far.
that's a good gauge for everyone else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good gauge.
Yeah.
Truly.
I don't think we have time to do the game, honestly.
Okay, don't do
Because
it.
it's been like an hour.
Oh, okay.
Whatever
So-
y'all want.
Well, that just means we'll have to
Sorry.
have it
Or we
back.
could do like two people.
Oh, the inanimate object thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause it's
okay,
funny.
y'all do it. 'cause
You
I
have
feel
to do
like-
it quickly. Like you can't sit and think about it. That's what Joel and I
Well, the
did
thing
this.
you
And
sent me, I was like, this girl.
I mean, she probably thought about it,
Yeah.
but I feel like when Joel and I like sat at dinner one night, we were just like on date night and did it. It was like the funniest when you just kind of say like whatever comes to mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we doing celebrities or people we know?
Let's do celebrities.
Celebrities, so like the audience knows.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
too.
Okay. Ooh.
Maggie has to give us the celebrity.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
if one of us is thinking of it,
True.
you're going to also be thinking through the lens of like what the whole point of this. I sent it to them on TikTok. It's like there's this girl that has this special talent and she's like, I can name an inanimate object like basically as a celebrity that gives off the same vibe.
Yeah.
So like perfect example was Paul Rudd is like one of those like childhood red wagons. Obviously.
Wait.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
you know,
makes
he
me
grew up in
so-
Kansas City. I can see it now.
So it's like, what
makes me so
is
happy.
the vibe?
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, I'm gonna start off with a strong one.
Let me just say this. I
Oh.
love the girl that was like, I don't like telling people what to do. You're sitting there this whole time. So the job is like, it just cracks me up.
It's just a game.
You're
What do you
informative.
mean?
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's funny.
Y'all are funny. Okay, number 1, Blake Lively.
Oh, well, my vision of her has changed now because of the
Yeah.
whole-
I know. I want to know. Sorry, starting off controversial. I just have to know.
An inanimate object of Blake
She gives me
Lively.
off like a
Gives me off.
ew. Sorry, gives me the vibes of like a really expensive but dirty and like barely used, but pulls it out to like acts like she uses it once a year and teach a class and does a Pilates like mat, like a yoga mat.
A yoga mat, like a really used, but like super printed
Yeah,
yoga mat.
but not even really used. It was in like a storage unit, which is why it
Yeah.
looks used.
Oh, that's funny.
yeah,
She
I
brings it out and
don't.
she's like, let me downward dog.
I don't know if this came to me because like of her hair care line, but I immediately thought of a dirty hairbrush, like one that has
Yeah.
way too much hair that has never been cleaned out of it.
That is funny. She
Oh.
has like a lot of hair.
Yeah, and
It
she has a
seems
hair
like.
care line.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my first inanimate object.
That's
We
really
both
funny.
gave off. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Gave off. We both gave dirty things. So in other words, dust.
Yeah, pretty much.
She's giving dusty.
Okay, next
No
one
offense, sorry.
is Adam Sandler.
3D glasses that you like go see at a movie. Like the
Yeah.
3D glasses that you get when you go to a movie.
Ooh.
That's immediately what came to mind.
That's amazing.
I don't know.
I was gonna say either like a really big T-shirt, like graphic T-shirt,
Yeah.
but not of something that you would know anything about,
Yeah.
and is like slightly
Like
peeling.
obscure, yeah.
Slightly peeling because it's been worn so much, or like old school Nike shoes with like high top sides.
High tops.
Yeah. I feel that.
That could be a good one. I see that.
Okay.
but like really worn
Yeah.
because you
From
know
like
he
the
wears his
90s.
clothes every day. He repeats.
Yeah.
But it's got to be the vibe, not like
We love
something
it.
you've seen them in.
No, I don't think
Okay,
I've seen
okay.
him.
We love a repeater. Okay.
This can be the last one because I know y'all got to go. I could sit here for 3 more hours.
You have a job. What do you mean we?
I'm fine.
I set my own schedule.
I know, but you told me you had to go.
I do. I have a meeting.
Selena Gomez.
Oh. Like a black cat. That's not an inanimate object. Okay, like a black cat figurine that's like a vase with cookies in it.
That's
Yeah.
so specific. I love that.
Also, because she was a witch.
Was she?
And
Oh
Wizards
yeah,
of
and
Waverly
Wizards.
Place.
Yeah,
No,
that
she
was like a
wiz- she
little
was a
bit-
wizard.
Wizard,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, that was like a little bit after my age
Your time.
group. Yeah.
True.
But yeah, she was. I don't know. I just see her as just like this sultry, beautiful, like black cat. But like if it has to be an inanimate object, that black cat is a cookie jar with the most delicious chocolate chip cookies. Or maybe red velvet.
I have no reason why this is coming to my mind, but I kind of get like a black purse
Yeah.
that's like worn and like just sitting there with a bajillion things in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
I like
And
that.
you're always
Okay.
rumbling through it.
Cool.
I don't know why.
That makes her sound like to me that like gives off like she's timeless. She likes to keep
Okay,
up with
queen.
her things.
Queen.
You know, she's not like just how like celebrities do, just throwing away something that they've used for a day.
Yeah.
I
can
say
see
that like I know celebrities or something.
Right. You know celebrities.
Yeah.
We've
Sorry.
met them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that. I don't know. Sometimes she gives me the ick, but other times I really love her.
I feel that.
You know?
Yeah, some days she's annoying, some days she's not. I feel the same way about Hailey Bieber. I used to be
I'm
obsessed
over
with
it.
her.
I'm over all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, she's kind of annoying sometimes.
They're all kind of annoying, if we're being
Yeah.
honest.
I like them both. I love Selena and Benny Blanco together. I'm like obsessed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Watched all their interviews. I think they're so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Haley, get
No,
your
I
bag,
mean,
girl.
two can be the what?
Two can be true.
Two can be true.
Two things can be true.
Like, I think obsessed, but also it's like celebrities in general just kind of give me the ick. I don't know. So
That's kind of a funny take.
it's just like, anyways, we're going to do a whole episode about icks, so I'm going to save it for that.
Yeah.
That is true.
And
Talk about
icks
that.
are a good episode. The icks are very relatable.
Oh, yeah. I have a lot. Okay, yay.
This was so fun.
Fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks
I
for
love
being
getting to
here.
just yap with the girls.
Yeah.
This is-
We're not profesh like you are. We're just chill.
I'm not profesh.
Yes, you are. Stop it. And yeah,
This was a good time.
my brain is not working.
Yeah, it's fine.
Do you want to close this out?
Yeah, I got it.
Cool. Thanks.
How do y'all close it out with a prayer?
No.
Have you ever finished our podcast?
I mean, yeah. Should I pray over y'all today?
No.
Please don't.
I'm joking. That is one thing I am so beyond uncomfortable with is like people praying over me, especially in public.
Honestly, same.
Oh, weird. Because
Don't
I literally
do it.
did that over a girl.
Good. I'm
well,
glad.
this weekend.
I'm
Great.
happy for you. If someone wants to pray over me in public, just know the entire time I'm going to have my eyes open so that everyone else knows around that's looking that like I am uncomfortable. in
Oh
that.
gosh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. It depends on the situation.
I'm just
for
barely
me.
saved over here. So,
No,
I mean,
true.
We're saved and we're human.
it's like that is just, that's a little too much for me.
No, I had a weird encounter at Taziki's a few weeks ago.
Yikes.
Yeah, this man ran up
Like
to
a
me.
stranger?
Yeah, quite literally
Oh,
ran
if
up
a
to
stranger
me.
asked to pray over me, I genuinely think I would say, no thanks.
Yeah, no, I had to back myself up from him.
You're going to cast a spell on me?
No, literally. And I wanted to get in my car, but unfortunately I was standing right next to it and I didn't want to open my door for him to potentially
Oh,
hop in.
yeah.
So
Mm.
I had to stand there and let him read me a poem that
Oh
he
my
wrote.
God, that's so creepy.
Yeah, it was so
Was he like
creepy.
homeless?
That's so
No.
weird.
No. He did ask me to pray for him because he had started cancer treatments that day, and I just didn't know if I believed him.
We pray for your mental health.
I prayed in case.
Okay.
Not right there
Sure,
on my way
yes.
back after I
Oh.
was like, Lord, that was the
Oh,
weirdest thing.
gosh.
So weird.
Anyway, thank you guys for listening. This was such a fun episode.
It really
we
was.
hope you guys enjoy it, and we will see you next time.
Thank y'all for
Yeah.
having me. I was
We
so
love
honored
you.
to be
Yes.
asked.
We,
Yeah,
I
our
don't know
first
how
guest.
we're going to come across in this, but she really is my best friend and I love you a lot.
I love you.
None of this would be possible without you because honestly, like you really give us some tools to be able to do it. And then also
True.
just like your confidence gives me confidence
Good.
to be confident.
Well,
Yeah.
I believe in y'all and I love what you're doing. So keep it up.
Thanks. Illy.
Illy.
Love y'all.
Okay. Bye.
How did